trying to spark Maffei. Maffei just goes into the ground.
All right.
Arlen looks concerned, like, all right. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Zyra.
It comes out of the table and sort of evades Sparky.
Zyra and Widget are both looking at Arlen to see if he's got concern with.
No, he's like, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah,
My name's Arlen.
It's got weird movements and kind of twitchy, but it eventually bows to all of you and then flows back into the amulet, as she doesn't want to be the big distraction.
On my right is Ugg, one of our strongest gladiators.
Hi, I fight too.
Yeah, he does. He's very good. Yeah.
We do our part to support, supported Evander. I'm sorry for your loss, and Zita in trying to fight the shadows. I'm glad they were able to rescue you, and we're here for your support.
I'm gonna go make sure Zita's okay, says Callie, and she goes over to Zita and gives Zita kind of a squeeze on her hand when Evander's name was mentioned.
Thank you, dear.
Do you want some wine? Do you want some wine?
Have you thought about bringing them back, or is that impossible?
As I was saying,
Go ahead.
we examined the hedge staff at the tomb we were at. It was allowing shadows in, but preventing spirits from leaving.
Sorry, a quick check. What year do you think it is? What year do you think it is? What year do you think it is? What year do you think it is?
You guys are like, what's a fucking year? Talking about summer, winter.
Well, Mergovane, you already know.
300 years in the past. When do you think it is?
I know when it is. I've not
I mean,
returned.
your frame of reference for information.
The enemies of my clan are old men or dead by now,
says Vloughveng. There's some enemies. There's some angry dwarf.
You're a dwarf. 80 years. Call it something like that.
Well, like 100.
Tiefling. So your name, we were the Asmodean Kamos. Kamos it was.
Yes.
Kamos.
Lorne.
When do you think it is?
We've already gone through this conversation. It is 301 UE, is it not?
And how big of a gap in history do you have?
Oh, not that large. Not 100 years.
All right, we'll assume you're fresh.
He's
All right, go on.
We examined the head staff there. The crafter, and I can only imagine there was only one with assistance, was someone of extraordinarily rare talent. Is the term actually mythic, Marty?
Yeah, it's like heroic, immortal. Immortal is probably
legendary.
Yeah.
Whoever crafted these
Epic,
was
maybe.
legendary talent. 1 in a million. Even just to change them enough to allow the spirits out requires someone of equal talent, or near it. It's a conundrum we have yet to solve.
So they're trapped there then.
The spirits are, yes.
We'll have to deal with this quickly, figure out a way to get them free, if we can. Perhaps we can use those soul gems.
Well, that is the other option, but we would need a number of soul gems.
We have a large one, Widget. Why don't we see what we can do about repairing that one? Using it to free our friends.
freeze, a funny term there, but that would work for one.
Couldn't it hold multiple spirits?
I don't think the spell works that way. Maybe.
Why don't we do one by one then? Trap one, release it. Trap another, release it. Would we have to? What's the roll? Knowledge? How this fucking spell works? Arcana.
Spellcraft.
Spellcraft. Okay. Uh, 27. Can we repair it? Trap a soul, come out, release it. Go get in another soul, come out, release it.
Once the gem is broken.
We'd have to
Then
fix.
Then it can be repaired again. What level of magic does it need to repair? Like make whole greater?
This gem probably just to make whole would probably get.
It's not magical. Before you turn it into a soul gem, it's not magical.
So a make whole will fix the gem?
Yeah, actually it will.
Alright. Arlen cast make whole in the gem. Then we could use that.
Okay, it's a 27,000 gold piece gem.
All right. Do you have trap the soul?
It's an 8th circle spell.
We would need scrolls.
We would need a scroll for that. I do not possess this magics.
It's certainly beyond my power.
You got it on your face, says Callie. She's napkicking a bunch of applesauce or whatever the fuck you guys are eating off of Sam's face.
They're making a mess of it.
Yep. Pours you some more wine, and they're.
Tell me about the owlbear again.
Oh yeah, I was a hunter. Well, I got it. It tried to. It scratched me really hard here. See.
Oh.
It climbed over the wall while I was looking.
She is not a hunter. This is not how you hunt. It cannot have changed that much in 300 years.
I got into his back and I choked it out. I hit it in its beak. It was really mean.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty certain the definition of hunter is something tries to eat you and then you eat it instead. That makes you a hunter.
So,
No.
she's got like multiple owlbear feathers in Sam's hair at this point in time. She's braiding them in. You can put on your character sheet an owlbear.
Owlbear feathers.
Other feathers.
Widget, could I ask you to go and when we're concluded, there's many things we need to do. Let me go through them and we can discuss what we'll work on. 1, freeing our friends from that crypt. So, Widget, could I leave you to go and get the proper scrolls to search for them? The second thing is Grizaak, you say, is with a dragon somewhere north.
Yeah, Lord.
Thank you, Grizaak. Thank you. So we need to look at where Grizaak is. The third thing is a shadow swarm that is probably coming from the north. And how we will deal with that. There is something called the Face of Dawn that is arriving here, and that should protect us from any undead or shadows.
Good.
As far as I'm aware, they will burn, destroy these creatures. So we should be well protected here. There is continued business that our Ludus must continue to do. We must have our fights this season, as we're well in our way, and we are down.
Do we know when
There's a little arm that is poking Arlen on the shoulder.
Yes.
Who's the elf?
Wait, which elf?
He's staring right across the table.
Zyra, you mean?
Oh, my apologies. This is my Aunt Zyra. She's the one we went
What they went to rescue.
I'm terribly sorry, Ugg.
Yes, Zyra, correct?
I don't think of her as new. She's family after all.
Oh. Hello.
Greetings, Ugg.
There's Grizaak, Shadow Swarm. There's full Shadow Folk about somewhere with the cradle.
This is Arlen. That's Widget. That's Damian.
I was like, it's got a string. All right.
Hello.
Thanks. Thank you.
My name is Zyra. I have fought beside some of your companions in the past, Ugg. I am a Shadow Priestess of Leah. I have been involved in this shadow conflict for over 300 years.
I will protect you. Sorry, I will protect you.
Is this Kate?
Saint Vamaris did that, and I will do that for you.
Sure. Why don't you let us worry about recovering Grizaak?
Thank you, Cade. You, Saint Vamaris, you're one of his disciples, as you mentioned previously.
Last one, I think. I haven't found any of my other brothers.
What happened to his temple?
It was overrun. It was overrun by demons. Their treasure's gone. But your friends found me. They aided me in destroying some of the Naga that were there. There's nothing for me there anymore. No one is there. It is a tomb as far as I'm concerned. And I am here now to make sure his fight continues. We must protect this civilization we have. Just too much to be lost.
Yes. Is the custodian still here?
Yeah, he's probably over in his bed. Probably. He's old now, you see. He also looks like a human. It's very weird. I don't understand why, but his butt's pretty firm.
Did you just say his butt was pretty firm?
Yeah, I slapped it a few times. Thinks it's funny.
Who thinks it's funny?
I'm pretty sure he likes it.
Oh, okay.
Just once saw Sprite come out of a nose.
I'm like, why am I drinking while I'm laughing? Didn't I learn that lesson?
Yeah, stop there going, why would you start this right now? I mean,
It's probably not a good time. Wait for me to finish my healing. There we go.
Fucking Grizaak's hilarious.
Spirits of nature have been very cruel to your mind, Grizaak. Very cruel.
What mind? Yeah, it's probably bad.
Well, thank you, Cade. Thank you for the introduction, Zyra, and thank you for the notice, Ugg. The things on our plates again are the Shadow Swarm, Grizaak, and the gladiator fights we need to conduct this season.
The gladiator fights, I'm sorry, Nibbles is obviously not going to be able to help you.
I'm sorry for your loss. It's a Grizaak.
I think that means,
He's over there. I don't know what you're talking about.
Arlen, you're going to need to backfill the rosters.
I will need 2 more. Sorry, actually, I can get it back. Sam, Grizaak.
Berktarn, you need to fill one.
I will need 1 more gladiator. And Grizaak is still on our list. Will he be able to participate? With teleport, I do not see it as a problem.
So long as he can remember his appointments, I suppose.
Would we be able to fill from one of your roster? Perhaps Vloughveng, if you are interested.
He slams his fist on the table. I have no interest in being anyone's property.
You would not be owned, you would not be property or a slave.
This is... So, Arlen, remember when we went through that discussion of who was from when? The gladiator fights go back 300 years.
Oh, yes. Well,
That was why we pointed out who was from when.
anyone can participate as a gladiator now. If you wish, you may. If not, no problem.
I have no desire to entertain the Imperium. He almost spits at Damian.
The reason we do this is to make sure there are funds available to support you outside in the fields.
The reason why the gladiator fights are fueled by the populace is to provide provisioning for the gods. It's called the blood tax. Typically people are sacrificed in the arenas to allow their brethren to worship in relative peace, as well as maintain that of their gods. That is the purpose for the gladiatorial games. In addition, you can make a lot of money or allow individuals who normally wouldn't be allowed to have weapons to have significant numbers of weapons.
And wealth.
It is an Imperial trick to have you slaughter each other for their entertainment.
Agreed.
You'll not have my participation.
Fair enough.
I'll fight, says Vloughveng.
All right.
That's spirit.
I do have to warn you that there are certain traps that the Imperium has set, but not in this city. If one dies under one of their stones or their chests, the soul gets collected.
Would you try to step on Arlen's foot?
But not here.
But there is no foot to step on.
That would not happen here. That does not exist here, so we're not going to fight in other cities. Here we're safe, and all the fights are non-lethal.
Is this common knowledge? Says Kamos Lauren.
Oh,
No, it is not. Stomping, like, right now we're just like stomping on the ground. Like, tuk, tuk, tuk.
It is not. It is a if you were to mention that you know this, you'd probably be killed.
Yes, which makes one wonder why you mentioned it. At all.
I would not bring a warrior into the arena without letting him know this first, or her. I would to Vloughveng to let him tell him the truth.
He nods.
Our fights are non-lethal. You'll make wealth. You'll be able to carry weapons.
My price is doubled.
All right.
And he just goes back to his food. Part of his helmet removes. You could see his mouth, and he's eating, but he's wearing his helmet at the table.
Arlen, you're somewhat new to leadership, are you not?
I'm an honest leader. Not really a leader. I do and must be done. No one else steps up for it, so I do. I get assigned these things. Not really wanting them, but someone has to.
Honesty is not one of the descriptors of a leader.
Maybe we should see how well the dwarf fights.
Yes, we'll have to bloody you and see how you do.
The dwarf fights quite well. You would do well.
No,
Have him by your side.
that dwarf.
Says Vloughveng. He's pointing at Cade. Cade's the one who introduced himself as
Oh,
I
I
fight.
Fight man!
Vloughveng's calling you out. He doesn't know.
I can train you if you want. I'll teach you how to do proper movements, no problem.
I wish to watch this.
One point of warning, watch out for his sticky hand.
It's all right. I won't use that on him.
Cade would make a good gladiator, says Hug.
Yes, he would. It's actually very impressive.
If you need me to fight, I can.
provided, of course, he's behind you using you as a human
I was
shield.
giving Mark an opportunity to bring a character into the arena with us. That's all.
That's not the character.
You will be. You will be.
Yeah, just
Can.
You know what? There is a way, because there is a Nagaji gladiator that he probably wants freed. Once he...
I'm certain you'll have a pleasant conversation with the Nagaji owner that will not end in anybody trying to stab anyone.
No, there will be no enchantment and no choking and no violence.
So,
whatsoever.
Arlen, right now, I think you have 5 slots for gladiators, if I'm not mistaken. And there's one that's empty. You need to choose whether to put Cade or Vloughveng in there.
I don't care about money. I've already got 2 gladiators in there. Just... Do you guys care?
Well, the bond between Cade and the others seemed to... There's history there, whereas Vloughveng you absolutely know nothing about.
Yeah.
He's a Durgar from the Duchy of Vivernus, where they have...
He's a merc.
It's the place with the wyverns. Remember you guys got put in the horrible little dungeon fight? The
Why
oubliette?
don't will Vloughveng, why don't you and Cade have a friendly competition over it? The one that wins can join the gladiator ring.
Vloughveng stands up.
You wanna fight now?
Are you afraid?
No. Cade just steps up. He starts putting weapons down. There's a pile of weapons, knives, swords.
Perhaps you could take it outside where there aren't valuable artifacts and
No need.
artwork, furniture. No, really, there's a need.
There are training rings that they can go to go and fight.
All right, fine.
We can put him up in a rope trick and see which one comes out.
Oh, that would be entertaining. That's a bet for you.
2 dwarf enter, 1 dwarf leave!
Cade's picking up his weapons and walking to an arena.
Oh, okay. The Vloughveng's coming with you.
And now we can have some. If we just get rid of that other dwarf, we'll be done with him.
Oh! He's like sideways now.
Let's go see what's gonna happen, buddy.
Are all of you going to witness the destruction of one character over another?
As they're heading towards the ring, Damian's shouting, "Make your bets! Make your bets! We're taking bets! Cade versus Vloughveng, dwarf on dwarf violence! Come on, taking bets!"
It's fucking hilarious.
Zyra is going to try to grab Zita and Renee
Okay.
to find their way to the custodian's office.
All right. So we need a part on the map for the fighting.
The punching. We're gonna have to Bard song Vloughveng and maybe give him a true strike or something.
Okay. So.
Although I never actually looked to see if Vloughveng has a sheet, and if he does, that might be scary.
He does.
I think he's got a sheet. I haven't
does.
really looked at it.
Let's see what it does.
I'll be right back.
Oh.
Let's see.
Okay, now there's a 3 hit die difference between the two, so.
Well,
Oh
then I
my
know who I'm putting my money on.
Oh, Vloughveng's level 9. Cade is level 11.
Well, he's level 11, but would be leveling to level 12.
Yeah.
So I don't think Ahmed's. I don't know if Ahmed's leveled him yet.
Okay.
It would be subtractable.
Oh, he's leveled, alright.
Okay, well.
We need some training facilities. We'll call this the garrison of the Coronal Guard. we'll say that there is a square for training, the square of swords.
I'm looking at his character sheet. If you guys can tolerate having Damian around, you can tolerate having this guy around.
This guy looks pretty awesome.
Yeah, he's no slouch. I don't think he's going to beat Cade, but he's no slouch.
Okay, so Zyra is pulling Arlen off to the side?
Zita and Renee.
Zita and Renee, okay.
She would have taken Arlen as well, but if Arlen's off to go adjudicate warriors, like he's the one who set up this fight.
Okay.
We'll grab Arlen. Take Arlen.
Okay.
But I want to see the fight.
And you can go see the
Oh, he
fight.
comes.
Also grab Widget, because he has got that shadow aspect to him. The adults. Those are the adults.
Or Grizaak. I don't know if that's the choice.
Grizaak's not the adult.
Okay.
You don't want
Grizaak's at Grizaak is at the children's table.
Grizaak's watching the dwarves fight.
What are those things with the beards?
Callie
Must
and
be
Sam are going to go
half
watch the
I
dwarves fight.
Yep.
All right. Is anyone making any bets?
Is anyone here to bet?
There are some curious onlookers. Like, you have a small crowd. Give me a performance check, Damian, as you are, like, whipping up. You're collecting people as we go. There's going to be a fight? This isn't scheduled.
Oratory, I guess?
Yeah, oratory.
Alright. Did shitty. 24.
Okay, you have an impromptu crowd. There's some guards that are coming off duty. There are some elves and visitors and others that are checking out the fight. You learn that there are other visitors here that may have also come from the tomb of the Iron Medusa, and they're starting to collect themselves around you, all of you. Yep.
Arlen tells Ugg that he can drop a 15 talent bet with anybody on Cade.
Okay.
Is there anybody who you could bet that much with on?
Hi. You're back. You're alive.
Vloughveng, there's a little lizard guy talking to you.
Oh. Drake, right?
Yes.
Yes, I am back.
I asked humans and elves to tell me where kobold live. But maybe they move because kobold no live where they think I used to live.
I understand. I don't know what happened to my people either. If they even still exist.
What good being chieftain, not have tribe?
You are chieftain of nothing, then. I am sorry.
Maybe they out there, maybe they know where your people are. Maybe my people know where your people are, and the other way around.
Perhaps these humans or elves know what happened. We
Yes.
have only been back a short while. Someone must know.
We scale skins must stick together, right?
He just nods.
What happened here? Dwarves have fight?
Yes, the Vloughveng has questioned the martial prowess of this Cade. Now they will fight to see who is superior. Today.
Let's just see if he's got Ego Whip, because if he has Ego Whip, he just auto wins this fight.
There are some others. Hey, what's going on over here? I hear there's a bit of a tussle. Two dwarves.
Bit of a tussle. It's gonna be the fight of the year. Let's go.
I don't know if it's gonna be the fight of the year. It's kind of gonna be just a slaughtering.
Ass whooping.
Tammy's like, shh, I want to take it. I want to make some bets on Cade.
All right, so you're trying to make some bets. We'll say that between all the soldiers and the visitors and people that you've managed to cobble into this match, you could bet up to 6 talents. They're willing to bet.
Damian will bet 6 talents on Cade.
Okay. It's not 6. Like you have to do a bunch of bets that
I
eventually
realize that.
is equivalent to 6 talents.
I'll have some legwork to do after the fight's over to
Can
make
Ugg
sure.
do that? Can Ugg do that as well?
No, that's how much money is being is available in people's
I'll do a
pockets.
charisma check with Ugg to see who gets the most bets.
Sure, you could do an opposed charisma check, or opposed
Diplomacy.
diplomacy.
Go ahead.
Sam is gonna run the purse strings because I'm also being El Doggo. El Doggo doesn't like your bullshit. He wants to get in here.
Damian got a 39.
No, they're just gravitating towards Damian, and we'll see if Ugg can scare them.
You wanna? Maybe if you don't hold the money in your tiny little creepy arm.
August, Damian's so mean. No ranks in diplomacy. -1 to charisma.
No.
So minimum win by 20.
Rolls a 2. Anyone else want to bet? No.
I want to bet. Anyone want to bet 15 talents?
Yeah, exactly. They're like
15
ooh.
talent bet.
Bunch of guards like I don't know. No. Okay. He didn't really want to do it anyway. It's just Arlen asked him. You want to take a bet on Cade? He asked Damian.
I'm not betting against Cade. I was with you, remember?
Yeah, well, okay. What is so special about this Cade? Says Kamos Lorne to Damian.
Oh, you'll see.
I look forward to it. Do we want some music for the occasion? I promise I won't take sides.
Yes! Some fighting music, yes!
That's why he found a fiddle, and he's playing some fiddling music.
Cade is drinking 2 potions.
Okay, Vloughveng is putting some stuff. It's like he's casting spells, but they're weird. Let's see.
I am looking for.
If you are using magic, he gets to use magic.
I'm not using magic.
No, but you can. Cast bull strength on him.
Oh, Murgavane's casting Bull Strength on Vloughveng?
On Vloughveng.
Yeah, sure. I don't mind.
He nods at that. Okay, Vloughveng is going to... Oh, let's see. Use 7 power points to do offensive precognition, 7 power points to do offensive prescience, 7 power points to do defensive precognition, and 7 power points to do thickened skin. So that's 28 power points. Let's see how many he's got.
57.
Okay, so 28.
Sorry, 53. He's got more than that. All right.
So effectively, he's at +3 attack, +4 damage.
9 PP would give him a really strong dissolving weapon.
I think the optimal is to spend 3 on that one.
Yeah, 3 gives you the most. It gets more expensive.
Yep. Okay, he's got +3 attack, +4 damage, +3 AC, +3 saves. Thickened skin will give him +3 armor bonus. Natural
Is he
armor.
focused?
Yep.
Okay.
And then he has the bull strength.
Well, besides, he wants to save for that that power empathic transfer, because he needs some PP for that. I don't know if Ahmed remembers that.
Stop calling it PP.
But it's called PP.
Power points.
It's PP.
He will put a 3-point thing into his acid, so he'll have +4
Just
d6 acid.
If he runs out of PP, or if his PP's not big enough, then he's sad.
This is why.
You lose your focus if you have no PP.
Oh, you guys.
I am very mature, thank you very much. I'm a grown-ass man.
In a past campaign, Marty would say, "That's a tick."
And some people might say an
Okay,
overgrown-ass man.
he pulls out his axe.
Any rules, dwarf?
No, dwarf.
No crying. Let's go.
Usually try not to kill and no hitting down opponents.
So
No intentional maiming, come on.
yeah, I mean, we're not trying to kill each other here. Plus 10 initiative? Or 10 total. Oh, wait. Give me a second. I have to go to the sheet.
He gets a 7. Cade wins.
Sorry. Sorry, buddy.
I'm assuming you didn't start next to each other.
Nope. They're...
No. I'm not even looking at the combat sheet. So, I'm first?
Yep. Clang. He's clanging his
What's he wearing?
He is wearing Nibbles' full plate.
Okay, and does he have a what's his weapon?
It is a dwarven war axe. It looks like it's got a hammer end on one side.
Okay. Cade will run up to him.
You charging?
No.
Okay, so
I'm gonna
you move up to him.
I move up to him. Swift action. I'm going to see if I can add my AC to this.
So
Okay.
your key for AC, so you're not in a stance?
Not a key. Oh, no, not in a stance. It's fine. So my thing is plus 17 on D20 plus 17. Is he CR 14 or lower?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So my AC is bumped for this round. And now I'm going to trip the fellow.
Is that a stance power?
No. This is just my steel breaker.
Okay, and what's the
Swift
action for that?
It's just a swift.
Okay, so did you use Swift for that? Okay, great.
Right, so he's not using a key point, and he's not he can't key and he can't
Yeah,
use
that's
a
fine.
stance.
That's
So
correct.
move Swift. You've got a standard left.
Yeah, I'm going to trip him.
Okay.
Let's see. Trip is 4, 21, 22, 23.
3, 4, 5.
42.
Holy shit, that's a good roll. With bull strength, stability, and his insight bonus to AC, that's a +5. He has a CMD of 37.
Oh, total?
Yep, but you just tripped him. Hey, Fox.
Hey, Patsy, what's
Hey,
happening,
Patsy.
baby? I'm going to start hitting him. First one's going to be a stunning... Oh, I'm going to be poison in there. Fuck. First one, I'm going to hit the... First attack, I'm just going to strike the ground. That's professional courtesy.
Oh, because you've got
I'm
improved.
not...
you strike the... Okay, you got to make an attack roll. Striking the ground is AC 5. Because you could fumble. You're doing a
Yeah, AC
okay,
5,
so
there you
So you
go.
strike
Yeah.
by his head, he just looks like,
And now I'll hit him. Are you ready for these? So that would be 2. And this is plus 18. Plus 20. 39.
Yeah, is that critical?
It's 19. Do you have improved critical?
Uh-oh. Checking. Proved. No, I don't. I didn't take that, no.
Okay.
I
That
don't
does
wanna
strike him.
improve.
His AC right now is 37, but on the ground it's 34. No, 33.
Yeah. Okay.
Wham! You punch him in the armor, kind of in the side. He grunts.
This is the stunning fist, so I need a DC 21 fort save.
Fort save.
Yep.
He makes it.
Okay. That's 2d8 plus 12. Does he take fire?
Yep.
2d8 plus 1d6. 12. 24. This is non-lethal except for the fire, which is 5. So
Plus 12 is a lot.
it's my power attack, baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you punch him in the gut. He responds. Is that it?
Yep.
Okay, he's gonna stand from prone.
Okay. I'm going to...
He's gonna learn this the hard way.
Actually, first I'm going to disarm him.
Okay, so you're going to you try to attempt to disarm him as your AOO.
Yep.
Okay, do you have improved disarm?
Yep.
Okay.
Sir, please. Oh wait. No, it's my other one. It's Sunder. I don't want to Sunder his shit though. Okay, we're just gonna trip him
See,
again.
that's why we asked a question.
No, he was already
You
tripped.
can't trip him.
He was tripped
He was-
by my attack, so now he's moving, and then I can trip him.
No,
No.
he was already in the AOO is because he's going from trip state to non-trip state, so you can't trip him. In the
He's
same
tripped.
Okay, I
way.
can't re-trip the. Okay, got it. Let's disarm him.
Disarm. Okay.
3, 5. 5 plus. That is 22. 38.
Holy fuck. Okay, his CMD, I think is plus 5. So it's 33. I don't think you do it enough to get both his shield and his
X.
axe. So his axe is on the ground.
I don't have improved disarm, so I think he gets an AOO. Check.
Wait, you're doing this as an attack of opportunity?
Yeah. So you don't.
Then
And our,
can't-
But he's
house
saying
rule.
he doesn't have improved.
Right, so the house rule is you can't do it.
Oh, I need to.
I don't want.
Yeah,
the,
you-
I don't
you
want
can't-
the
you
chained.
can't Attack.
AOS.
You
With
can't provoke an unarmed strike while.
So you just
Making
punched
it-
him then. So
making
roll
it
damage.
not like an AOO.
Okay.
Yes.
Simply with Mythic, the rule's kind of important because there's multiple ways to get infinite AOOs.
Yes.
Two people with infinite AOOs, what do? Well, we just infinitely AOO each other. Both sides explode. Just like
So
That crazy slap fight till everything.
he's got 9 lethal. He's got another 25 damage.
Okay. 49.
But there's only I think 9 lethal so far. The
So
rest
he-
of it's non-lethal.
Oh, are you doing lethal and non-lethal?
The fire from the gem is lethal. It's fire damage from the gem.
Okay. What was the fire damage last round? So he's got 9.
He's got 9 total.
Okay. So
9.
non-lethal 40, lethal 9. Okay.
I want to quickly look up that empathic.
Okay. He is going to try to strike Cade.
Yep.
With Vital Strike?
He's going to vital strike Cade.
Yep.
I don't think we're gonna power attack. Cade looks pretty jumpy.
Does he have Furious Focus?
He does not.
Okay. Well, he has a
should really
shield.
get that.
But yeah.
He should vital strike all the time. He should really get that.
Okay. So let me add up his bonuses. That is 24, 26, plus 26. That's right. AC 29.
No.
Okay. He misses Cade with a massive swing, hitting the ground. Then he's going to 5-foot step back from Cade.
No, I don't think so. We're 5 foot step forward.
Okay, Cade.
You're slippery, is what he says.
Yeah, you gotta be on your toes. Make sure you're bouncing the balls of your feet.
Don't
make them
forget
get in.
Slimy.
I'm not using that on him. It's not fair. I'm not trying to kill each other here.
It always looks like you spend a little bit too much time by yourself. Just saying.
Maybe I do.
Okay. Well, that swing from Vloughveng was definitely a lethal swing. He wasn't pulling his.
He's gonna 5-foot step forward, and he's gonna sunder his blade.
Okay.
Nice axe.
So plus 8, 9, 10. Okay. Is he?
I think he gets weapon training against this.
Ooh, okay.
He gets weapon training,
Is he
weapon
less?
focus,
Is
weapon
he less than
specialization.
CR 27?
Natural 20.
That's his swift action for his AC.
So any DR that you've got on your axe is gonna go out the window.
Hardness on the axe.
Any hardness.
Okay.
So that is 20, 17, 27, 29.
So you're not using the power for AC. So you don't have the AC
Nope.
bonus. Okay.
32.
No.
You're still punching the axe?
The axe. CMD is
I think it's 37, dude.
Give me a second.
That was with stability, but now he gets weapon training and weapon specialization, or weapon focus weapon training.
So 3 is 31 plus the
All the AC stuff.
the inside AC. So 34. Nope. So you punched it once.
49.
That's a nat 20.
Yeah.
Can't crit an axe.
Okay, for an axe though. It doesn't take fire damage, but it takes.
What are you doing?
That's what he says. Whack,
the axe
whack, whack!
17 damage. How much damage? I'm not gonna break it, but I'm gonna leave it with 1 hit point.
I don't think you get to choose that way.
You don't get to choose that.
When
yeah,
you
yeah.
sunder, you're allowed to say, "I want it in a broken state."
Yeah, you can
Okay.
leave it with 1 hit point.
Yeah,
So
we should do that with people.
Okay, it's a hafted weapon, which means 5 hit points. It's a +2 weapon, so that's 25 hit points. You've done 17 damage. It's now in a broken state.
okay, 1d20 plus 29, 24 for the shield. 43.
What the fuck?
Plus.
This is making up for your rolls in Demon Watch.
Oops, I think I rolled low. It's 2d8 instead of that.
You're hitting his shield.
Yep, breaking the shield.
Okay, so his shield has 40 hit
Next
points.
thing is when it sunders the armor. I sunder all the things. I just break all your stuff.
Naked
No.
dwarf.
You
Oh.
wanna know how Cade fights? Nice.
Bang, bang, bang. Well, his axe is still usable right now, right? It's
That's
It's a
broken.
It's a -2 to hit,
Yeah.
and crits on a 20 times 2.
How much damage on the shield?
There's 8 plus 20.
The shield's hardness should apply.
Shouldn't. I bypass all hardness.
Is it by item or is it by character?
The guy. Oh, no, actually.
When
it's
you're
by,
bypassing harness, I
it's
thought it's
by
by item.
item.
Wait,
Item. So I have to. Well, that's
So
a very good question. I don't know if I can switch. Check it.
let me. I'm looking now. It's called what? Breaker something.
Steel Breaker?
Steel breaker.
Get going. Looking.
Steel breaker. Steel breaker gains a +2 on attack roll until the end of turn. Taking it.
Light weakness. The DC is 10 plus the object's hardness. or the target CR.
Yeah, I was.
Gives a
so-
+2 on attack rolls. See what we can do. Suppression. So if you try to break an object, it's the object's hardness. If you're
So
going,
does it apply if it's so? What do I use when it's? I was using his CR. I assume that's higher than the hardness.
No.
no.
Then is it less than 37? Or 27? I'm sorry.
Well,
It's 20 that I rolled.
Yes, it is less than 27.
right, but
I
it's
used it on an
it's
axe first.
10, right? It's the hardness of the axe is 10 or 5 plus 2 makes it a hardness 9. The DC is 19.
And it's a
10
wisdom.
plus-
Yeah.
It's a wisdom check. It's not sense motive or anything. So
No, it's a wisdom check.
So can I? So the question now: can I switch to?
How is he getting such a high check?
Oh, because I get a +3 from. Give me a second. So, I have improved thunder.
Doesn't matter.
Greater
No.
improved thunder.
No,
what do you mean?
Wis-
Exploit weakness power. What's your bonus on exploit weakness when you roll it?
Exploit weakness is 10 plus your wisdom plus brawler level.
no. When you make your wisdom check
Wisdom
against
check,
a
yeah.
CR or DC of 19, what do you roll?
Brawler level plus wisdom.
No.
20.
It's a wisdom check. Oh, adding. Okay, I take it back. Your monk level.
It's very poorly written.
Yeah.
Because it's everywhere. Okay.
Yeah, it's your wisdom and your monk level.
Mm-hmm.
Wisdom
that makes
and
sense.
brawler level against a DC of 10 plus the object's hardness and CR. You're not adding
Okay.
10, Adam. Or Ahmed.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's
I'm
it's
not.
it's all working. It's just
Okay.
Yeah. No, he's got it. Yeah. Yeah, it's not written too great.
no.
No.
It's the second half of that power that's ridiculous.
Yes, it is.
But we changed it so I have to roll to get it. It's not an automatic thing anymore. So the question is, can I keep applying that to the shield as well?
That's a different.
s-
If it's a different item, so you have to use it. According to this, it's only good for the one item.
Okay, I'll keep damaging the axe then. Leave it at 1 hit point.
Okay. Yeah, the axe is now at 1 hit point. It is 1 hit point from being destroyed. It is still, I think, functional. It's broken. It's in the
broken, though?
broken. Yeah, it's broken. Yeah, it's well past broken.
Okay, so now I've got that. Let's trip him. So I'll make another attack and I'm going to trip him.
Okay.
20. That's my trip attempt. Nemi hates this character. Trip 4, 21, 5, 16. I don't think I can even do it.
37? No, this
No,
time.
the
This time
24.
he doesn't go down.
No.
Okay, Vloughveng's turn, I think.
I do have another attack, but I'm going to forgo it.
He does not like that you're pulling your punches. Okay, plus 6, plus 8, plus 27. Go, Vloughveng. He's doing another vital strike at Cade. AC 34?
No.
You have no stance up?
Oh no.
What is-
My basic AC with nothing is 31.
Okay. And what gives you the higher than 34?
Mutagen 3, Mage Armor 4. 7 means my AC is 38 right now.
All right, he takes another wild swing and misses. He's going to back away from you.
Okay. Wait, question: when is there something special about the shield that lets it apply its DR, or it's because I attacked more than I targeted the axe, not the shield? Question.
I didn't understand the question.
So last time when I tried to sunder the shield, I wasn't able to do that without applying the hardness for
It would have got DR, yeah,
Was that because of?
because you hadn't studied it.
Gotcha. Now we're gonna study his shield.
Okay, as a swift action. Why are they fighting? They both want to be in Nibble's spot in the Ludus. And Arlen said, well, there's one way to solve this. You guys can fight for it.
I think I beat the ace, CR of the shield, or the hardness of
What's
the shield.
the magical shield?
19.
+3.
So that's DC 26.
Beat it.
Okay. You see the weaknesses in the shield.
Plus, now sunder this bad boy. Okay.
Until the end of your turn.
Yep.
Okay, so you look at the shield and you're just gonna beat the crap out of his shield.
9, 10. Yep.
This shield with this weird lion on it. It was Hector's shield.
1 attack.
Yep, that busts the
2 attacks.
two
So
get through.
4d8 plus 24. 52.
Okay, the shield can be
No, I
destroyed
leave
if
it
you
at-
wanted.
I leave it at 1 hit point.
Okay. So a broken shield. I'm not sure what the effect of.
Give me a second, I'll check. I think its armor check penalty goes up. Or the AC provided by it is halved. Might be the thing. Give me a second.
You know, Arlen, you really are a great Lannister. We really had to convince people to be gladiators at the Conclave. Here you've got people fighting for the chance.
And then you realize that Arlen's not even here.
Arlen? Arlen! Where is that fucking cripple?
Get him! We were all into this impromptu fight. So yeah, you beat the crap out of his shield. It's hanging on by a few bolts. What a few nails.
So minus 5 is 17. I'm trying to trip the guy.
Nope.
3.
Half rounded down, double armor check penalty.
26.
He
I'll
is
just
not.
strike
He is
him.
not tripped.
I'll just strike him, and this is with
Planting his stubby legs firm.
12, 21.
AC 21? No.
Yeah.
Clang! His shield looks like it's about ready to fall apart, but he's still swinging his axe at Cade's head.
Armor's
You know what? He's not. He sees what you're doing. He takes a 5-foot step back and grows to a large size.
Is he considered giant by any chance?
Nope. But CMB bonuses are gonna definitely go a ways.
He chuckles a deep, husky chuckle. Murgrabane is clearly not on Cade's side.
Yeah. You might want to. Oh, he's breaking your stuff. Oh. Things look broken.
Yep, that's all you can do this round. That's a standard to transform.
Okay. Cade's gonna move forward. I don't have to. He's, I think, grown into my
No, he took a 5-step back and grew backwards.
5 step forward.
Okay. Cade unfazed by this.
I'm gonna add my AC. Uh, 19. I don't get it.
What you're trying to get
AC
through?
AC 9 to him. I'm gonna get my AC.
So your sense motive DC on him is 19.
Oh,
He's a CR9.
right. Okay, so I get my.
Although we might want to. Do we want to adjust those things that are based on CR? Or no?
He gets a dodge bonus.
Okay.
+6 dodge bonus.
Plus 5. I'm not 12th. I'm not 12th level. But yeah. It's,
Is it like Fighting defensively, but bigger.
19,
As in full defense, but bigger.
20, 1d20 plus.
Okay, Vloughveng's obviously frustrated because Cade is dancing around him, breaking his stuff.
This is a Sling Fist. I'm actually hitting him now.
Okay, both miss?
31 on the first hit, 30 on the second hit.
both miss. He's got really thick skin. He's got
Plus
some bonuses up.
The shield is half. So
Oh, balls.
Dang, 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 dang. You're like punching and kicking him in the armor.
28 misses.
He raises his axe, which is super big right now, on high and brings
well,
it
it's
down.
only times 2 crits, so.
Yeah. Yeah, well, one can dream. Still take off his head. So the size penalty strength doesn't match. This is at plus 221, and then the spells 2 and 3 is 5. So 7 plus 26 still. Minus 2 for the broken axe. Vital strike. AC 39.
43.
It's the
mutagen, dex, and yeah, shield.
mutagen, mage armor, and.
Yep.
I don't know how it gets mage armor. What, do you. Is mage armor an alchemist thing?
Yep. It's +7 right there. So.
Right, well, and then the +5 from the wisdom check.
Yeah.
Okay. Vloughveng is missing. Cade is just sidestepping and being small, and Vloughveng is definitely trying his hardest to hit Cade.
Cade's going to. I'm gonna trip him. Let's trip this boy. 4. I'm gonna put my thing to defense again.
So you're
My
going
AC.
to.
I get my AC, so I get to.
Marty, if he fails by 10, he falls down. Then maybe you'll be able to squish him with the dwarf.
Yeah, I might be able to get one good blow in.
21.
Watches a 20.
So the DC is 30 for this trip is 38.
32.
He's just not moving. Like
It's
he's
an Erexi. What was his name? The
Eryxis?
centaur who died from the arrow to the
4.
Yep.
Just aim to hit him now.
Okay, you didn't trip him.
20. That's okay.
So his AC was +6, so 30.
Wow. Uh-oh. Might have critical.
Natural 1. That's 17.
Natural ones.
Natural ones. Now's your chance.
2. Wow. Look at these.
Okay.
Oh, this is the trip. This is DC 20 dexterity check or fall down.
Well, you're-
no,
Oh, I was hitting him now.
Oh, those were attacks? Okay,
Yep.
so that's a DC 20 dexterity check or fall down. Those two were both attacks, right?
Yes. I
Okay,
was going
'cause
straight to hit.
yeah.
So first one misses, second one critical fumble.
Okay, DC 20 dexterity check or fall down.
Oh, that's what it is?
Yeah,
Yeah,
10 and
yes.
under is that first one I memorized.
Plus 8.
So
Fall
Cade
down.
is prone.
16.
Now's your chance, dwarf. Do
Oh, he kind of body checked you forward as you were trying to punch and kick. Bringing his axe on high. Oh, is that it? As Cade's done? He doesn't have any
Yeah,
other.
Cade's
I was waiting for like, but I got kip up or some bullshit like
No.
that.
He does, but he has to be in a stance, which means he has to start a stance, which means he has to
Got it.
yada yada yada. You can stance if you want to.
So this is plus 6, 26 minus 2. He is vital striking on Cade. AC 42.
That gets him.
That hits.
Okay. So D10 becomes 2D8.
Yep.
So 4D8.
46 acid. Or is it 3d6 acid?
Yeah, his strength went up to that. So his strength right now with strength bonus is 26, which is a plus 8. No, 7. No, 8. 8, right? Yeah, 8. So 8.
We're having the learning curve with the NPC. Introducing 10th level Gestalt characters.
Yeah, 14. Okay, got it. And then 46 for the acid.
Is he Gestalt?
Mm-hmm.
3d6 for the acid. Do you take acid damage?
Yes. Let me check. I think I have some kind of protection.
And he's going to expend his sonic focus to do an extra 46 damage.
No, I don't have it.
It's 46 for acid.
Yeah, you may as well because you're going down next round.
Okay, he does 64 points of damage to Cade with that one swing.
Okay. Okay.
The axe stuck in Cade's shoulder. Ah! Do you
That's a
submit?
big swing.
Do you submit? Is what he says. He wrenches the axe out of your shoulder. Blood flying upon the cobbles.
Everybody's like, oh!
Haven't seen my blood in a long time.
Cade's getting up.
You just standing up?
Yep. Well, I'm doing my AC thing.
Okay. DC 19.
17. Yep. Stand up.
Okay. He'll take his AOO. AC 27. Rolls a 3.
Okay.
Swiping through the air.
Plus 18, 19.
Do you have 64 more hit points?
He does.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Cade looks serious now.
Yeah,
All right.
Think?
All right.
Vloughveng didn't stop looking serious.
Your choice.
Okay. Let's see. 8, 25, 26, 27.
The healers actually aren't in attendance of this fight, by the way.
That's a Sunder on his. I missed the Sunder.
Yep.
Natural 1 on the Sunder.
Get that. His axe is broken.
Okay, so you
Well, you have to actually do enough. You have to do enough damage to get through its hardness.
Oh, yeah. 2d8 plus.
Because its hit points went way up.
24.
yeah, you get through its hardness. The hardness is 5 plus it's 9.
Okay,
So-
but its hit points doubled when it grew in size.
It had 1 hit point left.
Well,
Right.
no, it's got
No,
what
it's
its original
still-
hit points were +1.
Right. So it now has 1. It has 26 hit points. Interesting. It got bigger, so it lost. It's no longer
Yeah.
broken. It's just really, really gargantuan. So you do 24 points of damage to it. It has 2.
I don't know how else you'd work the formula, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has 2 hit points left.
Like when you get con, your hit points go up.
Yeah.
So
You
I
shrink
hit-
again, they go away,
I hit 1. Let's do
and then you die. So it would break when it
22.
shrunk.
Okay. So yeah.
Again, 40.
Now you destroy the axe.
Now I destroy the axe.
Axe bits flying everywhere as Cade is attacking the weapon. Vloughveng looks pissed.
Yep. Now let's swift action get into my panther style.
You can't.
You already used your swift
Oh, yeah,
for your steel breaker.
I used it already. Yeah. Fair enough. I've got another two attacks.
Both of these characters are so complex. You'd need a third-party adjudicator for the actions that are happening.
Right.
Got news for you, Ahmed. Anytime you're not here, Cade's just meditating.
We're just gonna treat him like a normal monk, and he's just gonna punch a bunch of times.
Just punch.
He's gonna hit him. Stunning fist.
Okay, try. AC 24 misses. The shitty shield that's still in his hand blocks it. Bang!
Nope. Miss.
Okay. Vloughveng, 5 footsteps towards Murgovane. What weapons are on Murgovane?
Murgovane. Murgovane will just he's got the adamantine axe.
Okay. Unfortunately, it is too small for his hand, so it's a -2. But whatever. He grabs the adamantine axe out of Murgovane. As a move action, he's going to regain his psionic focus, and as a standard action, he's going to put the adamantine axe into Cade's skull.
Now, does your breaker nonsense? Ah, I see it's adamantine. You can't break this. You can't wisdom check that. It's DC 40.
The DC 40?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know he's just saying this to get that reaction out of Adam. No way I can do it. What's the math? Okay, so whoops.
What kind of
He
treasures
rolled
were you
he rolled a 2, so he missed.
Okay, disarm.
Yeah, you can do that.
Wait, what's his disarm again? 3, 4, 5.
Do you have improved disarm?
Oh, yes. There we go. That's what I haven't been taking. I've been focusing on the other one. Oh, my swift action. Let's put my AC up again. My AC's up.
Okay.
I want to trip him.
Then try to trip him.
D20 plus 21, 223,
Okay, you're trying to trip him again. Old tricks. Nope.
32.
That's his CMD before strength and a bunch of his powers and being large.
26. Oh,
Cade falls down.
Yep. The DC's too high, so you fell down.
Swifted that.
Okay, you've already used your swift. And you started your full round attack, so all you've got left is a 5-foot step, which you can't use, and the rest of your attacks.
1d20 plus 23. 1, 2. So wait, how many attacks have I made? 1, 2.
2.
So 2 more.
From prone.
Prone.
-4. These are just attacks?
Yep.
Natural 1.
I'm going to open up the critical
15,
miss chart right
hold
this
on,
point.
hold on.
Should still be a miss.
1934. Miss.
It's close. Give me a second.
12.
With the size increase, it might hit.
Yeah, give me a second. So his AC normally is 31. When he put up all of his powers, he gained 6 to his AC, so it's 37. His shield is half as effective.
Mm-hmm.
He does have shield focus, so I don't think you have that. I don't think that gets halved. But the magic of the shield is 5. Is it round down or round up?
Round down.
Okay, so he lost 3 AC because his shield's fucked. And then -1 AC for his size. 2 because I think he loses dex as well.
Does he get natural armor or something when he increases size?
I
think he's just a large person.
Yeah, it's just a large person. So he lost 2 because of...
A large person gives you natural armor, does it not?
Don't believe so.
I think you should check again. I might be wrong.
That's...
Percent?
Checking quick. I believe it does not. No, you just...
No, you just
lose
get
2 AC, and you do more damage.
Okay, so AC 32, Ahmed.
Right. I hit 34.
Okay, so you would have hit. Okay, great.
Okay. Oh, 1 more. Plus 19, 14. Take that. 31.
Missed by 1.
Too bad. Alright.
Okay. Vloughveng, who's still below half, is going to take a vital strike. Cade's prone body. He rolls a 3. He misses Cade.
Boy, you're getting lucky with some of these rolls because he can hit you, dude.
Right beside Cade's head, there's the adamantine axe into your head. Professional courtesy. You can make a sense motive check.
Move action. I'm taking the crane style. Swift action, applying it.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna stand. defensively.
Not defensively. So Crane isn't doing anything. You're in the stance. You've used a move action to gain the feats. You have to attack, or take a total defense and stay laying on the ground. Those are your options.
Take actually an attack.
So you're gonna stay on the ground?
Yeah, take an attack on the
Okay, you're rolling around in the dirt. I'm sure there are all sorts of dwarven jokes to be made at this point.
Just on the ground. Kicking up dirt, I can't see.
I'm just imagining the end of Karate Kid, but flying down.
33, I hit him. So now I need a fort save for... Well, I didn't say stunning fist.
Take a -4?
Yep.
Cool.
I need
Okay, you kick him in the knee.
fort save from poison.
Oh, you did. Oh, you're not pulling any punches, are you?
Okay, so he makes his saving throw versus poison.
Okay. Now we attack.
I just want to point out,
A racial trait.
Durgar immunities. Durgars are immune to blah blah and poison.
Yeah.
24 damage.
This is real damage?
Yep.
Okay, that, let me check his hit points. 130. You bloodied him?
Yep. That's it. Wait a minute. Actually, sorry, quick question. Do I need the last feat of the, Do I need that last feat of Crane style?
For what?
Which
All it does is it reduces your attack penalty to -1, and if you're in total defense, I think you can riposte if you parry something.
Right.
allows you to punch back.
Right, so I only need the first two. Okay, so, it's okay, it's fine. I was gonna say I was gonna take Kip up as my third feat, but that's okay.
He hits AC.
Not much.
That would be either 6, 7, 8, 27, AC 39.
I think that hits.
Let's
Because he
see.
doesn't get the +5 AC. He just gets the fighting defensively AC from Crane.
8.
Oh, and he's still on the ground.
He's on the ground.
The round that hits.
Yep.
Okay, it's 2d8 plus. It's not magic, and it's not his main thing. So
Mark, we need the crowd to cheer.
Yeah.
You got Damian on the side going, "Oh my god!"
Oh my god, what a brutal hit! Get up, Kate, I'm gonna lose some money here.
Okay, 32 lethal damage as the adamantine axe comes hammering down into Cade's knee.
Okay.
That's no joke.
90 thing, okay.
I was
Do you
gonna say the
submit?
damage dice are wrong for those vital strike. That's what makes sense.
Do you submit?
You'll be lucky to survive this.
What are y'all's rolling around in the mud? The one standing over with an axe whapping it.
Okay, that was Vloughveng's turn. Well, he attacked and then, as a move action,
Action gets his focus back.
gets his focus back.
So he needs the Furious Focus feat because of the Vital Strike and the power attacks. Oh my god.
So if I attack defensively and then stand up, does it apply?
What?
If I attack defensively, then stand up.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. Attack defensively, stand up.
Okay.
20,
Kicking at his knee again.
16. Nope.
Missed. He just moves his foot.
Stand up. Stand up.
Yeah, well,
Probably looking for a 20.
You're looking for 20s now.
no, because you're still prone.
40, 42.
Well, you didn't roll a check against his. You didn't use
I
your
didn't
swift
add
yet.
it. No.
So
Yeah.
it'd be the same AC as last round.
Use my swift. Oh well.
But no, but he's
didn't
AC
attack
28.
defensively.
He missed when you stood up.
Okay,
Okay,
now I'll use
you
my
attacked.
Swift.
You attacked and then moved.
I'll use my Swift. I get to add the 5. Now you need 20s.
Okay. He senses that you're going all defensive and stuff. He's just gonna use 2 of his attacks. He's just swinging. Come on. He is swinging power attackingly though.
may as well when you need a 20 anyway.
Oh no.
Roll.
Twitch died for me.
You gotta be careful when you're swinging around an adamantine axe.
Yeah.
You lose pieces.
Yep.
Damaging fumble. Take 1 point of charisma damage. Whatever.
I wasn't using that nose.
You have a charisma of 10.
I didn't need that nostril anyway.
That nostril. Ow. Ow, fucking ow. Dude, ow.
1d20. So my attack?
Yeah, there was a network error for some reason.
Yeah.
That's really odd.
back.
So I get,
Are we
so I
back? Yeah.
get my
Oh, no.
You-
Okay, yeah, we're back.
The
my bonus to
Nemes, I want to use a villain point to break a limp instead if Cade knocked out.
Break a limb?
I think that's what it means.
Yeah, probably. But wouldn't that be a hero point?
That's my thing too.
Depends who Nemi thinks is the hero in this fight.
Yeah,
I
I think
guess
Nemi,
so,
Nemi
yeah.
usually wants my characters to die. So I was rolling against the CR of
Noted.
the field.
I think he means if he wants to spend a point to cripple Cade if there's a if he loses.
No,
20 plus.
I wouldn't be worried.
What's the
about
AC?
that.
What's the AC of the shield? Or the CR of the shield?
This is your Steelbreaker
19.
thing? No.
No, the shield is 10 plus 6, 16, 26.
Oh,
Okay, I can beat it.
you can? Yes.
Okay. So he beat it. Now you're attacking his shield again?
Yeah. So this is defensively. Plus.
This is
So 9,
this is tense.
26. 43. Goodbye.
You're just blasting his shield to
Just
oblivion.
destroy- Yeah. Well, 2d.
But
You have to do damage. You have to do
do
damage.
damage again because the hit point thing.
21 damage.
Okay. I don't think the magic should be doubled. I think the base shield should be doubled.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Because
Okay.
magic just goes on top.
Yep.
Yep.
So it has 11 hit points when it got bigger, and you just destroyed his shield. Destroyed.
Nemi, I'm also on team with what we've done to combat recently.
Yeah.
I'm on team. Oh, this isn't fun. This could be more fun.
Yeah. I could see like a fight
Fighting
between
people
like
with high AC.
I could see like a fight between like Damian and Sam, or even Sam and Cade, where it's like, okay, we're bowling for 20s, boys. Let's see what happens.
That's where
Is
Sam has
your
two strikes.
Shield is
But yeah,
destroyed.
What's that? His shield is destroyed. Yep.
Okay, let's go back to hitting him now. 15.
So his AC, he loses
15.
2 on the shield, and then his shield bonus, so he loses
Shield
3.
focus, so 3.
Yeah.
17. Plus 20 plus 29.
Yeah, AC 29 hits. It's exactly on.
Nope. Okay, so that 2d8 plus 1d6, 12, 19 damage.
Okay. Lethal 19.
I bloodied him. You said. I'm gonna stop at non-lethal. So he still gets 1 lethal, but the rest is not.
Okay, so how much did you do to him?
18 non-lethal.
18 non and 1 lethal.
58 and 1 lethal. Okay, he staggers a little bit. With his hand that no longer has a shield on it, just splintered bits all over the place. You know Hector spent a lot of money on his shield. Murgoving.
Yep.
You can see it kind of destroyed in the dirt.
Why are you destroying his gear?
Cade is. I think Cade's lawful neutral, is not lawful evil.
Vloughveng does something weird with his hand.
Neutral. Neutral.
There is a. There is a chiming of bells, and there's a weird ectoplasm that is around his hand. He's gonna simply just reach out to try to touch Cade.
Oh, he's got the slime head too. Watch out for the slime head.
I was just gonna say, it's a dwarf thing.
Smegma. The Dwarven Smegma hand. Ew. Okay, what is your touch AC, Cade?
It's in the 30s. Give me a sec. So plus 8. It's 25 plus 27. It's my touch.
Yep.
Okay, it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 42.
So he needs to roll 20 to hit you. He doesn't.
Yeah.
Cade.
Nice armor.
Fuck you, he says in Dwarven.
Reach out and touch Kate.
This is to get
There was this crackling sound also coming from the magic. It looked bad.
him. This is to hit him.
I think he's still holding the charge.
He's still holding the charge, yeah. His hand is still icky.
That's 18, 20, 22. I'm just hitting them.
Yeah, that's a miss. Both of those are misses.
5. 20 plus.
You're hitting his armor, but bang, 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 bang. And all misses.
27 plus 12. Wow. Miss.
In my hand I hold your death. Do you submit?
Creed's still bouncing.
I will only give you statistically 18 more tries.
The thing is, if he hits, it's a critical hit. Potentially.
Yep.
Need a 20 though.
He's trying to transfer some wounds.
38.
That's a hit. 28's a miss. By 1.
20 plus, 18, 19, 20, 22. Yeah.
Bang! Oh!
29, that's another hit.
I'll give you a hero point, Kate, if you kill him. Wow. There's some opposite people on the...
So 4d8 plus 2d6 plus 24. He takes 47 points. 11 are lethal.
So... 36 non-lethal. 80, 94, and 45. I think he's out. Wait a second. 139. Yeah, he's unconscious.
Murgoving jumps in and casts Breath of Life because he doesn't. The guy's covered in armor. He doesn't know if it's lethal damage or not. So
He's alive. I didn't kill him.
Okay. The hand, the weird black energy around his hand goes away, and he's just splayed out along the ground, and he's slowly shrinking as Murgoving comes and prays to Semuanya, and that great golden light goes around Vloughveng.
he heals 34. It is 5d8, right?
Yeah, it's also 34 on non-lethal and lethal.
Yeah.
So he's got 60 non-lethal and 34, 20, 12 lethal. Okay. You can see he sputters awake.
I wasn't gonna kill him. Unlike him, though.
Come on, it's not that bad.
You would choose to be a gladiator, but you don't want to kill, and you are angry others would try to kill you, you're a fool.
This is training. We said no killing at the beginning.
I don't.
Yeah, apparently we should have said no breaking each other's weapons. What the hell is he gonna do?
Not my problem. Next time, don't try to kill.
He didn't try to kill.
Just looks at you and there's like big eyes right here.
Vloughveng slowly gets up.
Kid just walks away from him. Doesn't even look at him.
Good.
I win.
We will get the slight one, the elf, to repair your things.
Vloughveng nods. He's trained.
Damian's collecting his funds.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah.
I know. Who would have thought the armored dwarf with an axe beats the guy with no armor and no weapon?
Exactly.
That's what it should be, right?
24,000 gold pieces worth of gear gone.
Not Cade's problem.
But you made 6 talents.
We made the 6,000 gold pieces.
Actually, no. Damian.
Damian made
6,000.
So aggressive. Do you not train your dog?
Of course I do.
So aggressive.
Just loves me.
Okay,
Who loves me?
Meanwhile, Zita had pulled Zyra, Renee, Zyra had pulled Zita, Arlen, Renee, and Widget off to the side, as the others were heading down to watch the 2 dwarves fight.
Yes. I was successful in finding what I needed from that place.
Good. I do not know what your mission was, but we'd be glad to help.
What did you find out?
Secrets. The Khophranian scroll. Hopefully the custodian will be able to translate it.
A few magics you can translate it.
Sorry, interpret it. I can read it. I just don't know what it means.
May I see it? Just got like max ranks in linguistics.
Actually, Damian is quite adept at contracts.
I don't trust him.
And he's pulled us. I mean, he is. At first, he's questionable. He's even more questionable after you get to know him. But he's extremely good at this. If anyone could do it, I think Damian would be the best one to understand.
He likes the Asmodean.
I don't
Allow me.
judge.
I do. Okay, well, let Zita take a look.
Okay, are you showing her the scroll that you went to go and collect?
Yep.
Okay, there is a scroll tube. The scroll tube is new, but the parchment inside is quite old. In fact, it's papyrus parchment.
That's awesome.
Quite ancient.
Upon which there are high and low Khophranian, which means that there are hieroglyphs as well as Khophranian speech.
Now, I do not speak this, but I would like to make a linguistics roll to try to interpret this.
Okay.
Shit. 27.
There is one that you know is from Khophrania and who reads both high and low Khophranian, and his name is Radamer.
A linguistics check got me that?
No, I'm just letting you know. The linguistics check, it's about
A mission critical NPC died. That's what you're being told. Actually, would Renee know he speaks Khophranian?
It's DC 30 for intricate, exotic, or very old writing.
Nope.
So what you get is that there is a dude. You're like, there's a dude symbol, And
It's a guy.
it's something about the dude and maybe the weird place they lied the dude down into the earth.
She'll just chalk it up to, I'm not sure. It's open to interpretation.
Does Renee know Radamer speaks Khophranian?
Yeah.
You said this was Khophranian. Radamer knows Khophranian. I'm certain we can bring him back. Why would you trust something that Grizaak say through Nibble? Neither of them know what they talk about.
What did he say?
Nibble's the second and the Nibble say he was being called to his god because his name got too short.
Something about the number of times he was resurrected.
Knowledge, religion?
Sure.
Arlen, you still suck. He's, yeah, that makes sense. 10. yes, that makes sense.
You
Yeah.
have no idea what they're talking about.
Guess it happened too much then.
Well, we got his body. We can try. He is a follower of Ouijas. If any god could pull through that, I think it would be that the Ouijas. First, we'll see if the custodian speaks this language. If not, we will find a way. Where's Babassi?
Bassie?
Yes, Bassi.
Sorry, who's Bessie?
Oh, the gnome.
Gnome.
Oh, she's
Gnome-ish height, relatively old,
she
No.
is,
colorful hair.
she was still in Belheim. I think she was still in Belheim.
No.
She was.
Rennie knows, right? She left. She went to a place to retire or something.
Yeah, around here, maybe.
She's. I replaced her shingle last year, this year, 2 years ago.
But you don't.
I replaced her shingles recently. She has not been back in Belheim. She is missing.
Do you have something of hers? Perhaps you can scry upon her.
Or we could ask the custodian.
Here's that.
To the custodian.
Okay.
He's already working on a sword right now, or should be.
Working on a sword.
The general's payment. We want to know what it does before we hand it over.
He should have enough time to talk to me. There was that that young elf that took a liking to you. I'm assuming he'd want to be paid.
What elf?
Murphy's?
Oh, that. Yes, him.
He was hired to come save me.
Yes, I do recall us saving him instead, so don't think he's gonna get paid.
Just kind of staring daggers at Renee in the whole, like...
Okay.
Yeah, they hired random chuckleheads.
Are you going to go up to see Chemist Vord?
Yep.
Okay, Chemist Vord is in his war room. you end up seeing two people waiting to see Camus Vord outside the war room. The wizard Abe, or Abacus, and the Pendle Saros, the young half elf of Corlon. Oh, excuse me.
Greetings, gentlemen.
Good to see that you're back. Praise be.
Praise be.
Who might this be? He says to Arlen in the chair, and immediately he's taken that stance of, like, oh, he feels sorry kind of thing.
This is Arlen, Lightbringer.
Good to meet you. I'm Pendle Saros of Corlon and the rest of the Seldarine.
Pleasure to meet you.
This is the priest. Which of the blessed of the Seldarine do you follow?
I follow the source of light.
There's like bewilderment.
It's a dragon, so some sort of thing in a lake. You've not met him.
Worships a lake dragon. Interesting. He seems kind of taken back by that. Like,
You really need to stop being so damn vague about your god. Everyone thinks it's Palor. Fuck's sakes.
Well, actually, Abyssos?
Abacus?
Abyssos.
Are you having a stroke?
What are you saying?
My source of... The source behind the lights.
Is applesauce?
Yeah, applesauce. Oh, crazy apple. My notes are accurate. He's a disciple of Abersos. Abersos? Which was a... I think it's... Abersos.
Oh, I so wish Damian were here right now.
I have no idea what you're trying to say, Ahmed. What am I looking at?
I think he's trying to look
Ambrose?
I think...
There was a guy who his name was Ambrose who was on the side of light during the Shadow War.
No. I think there was a disciple of follower of Palor sitting around the city of that lake.
Fight for applesauce.
Who the hell is that guy?
Ambrose.
I fight for applesauce.
Sorry,
You
what?
don't have it, you don't survive.
Am I looking at something or
Abersos.
Ambrose?
That's some serious misfucking spelling.
Ambrose. Okay.
Let's correct that. Then it's not that. Nope, it's supposed to be on the light.
Yeah, your god doesn't have a name. At least that you know.
But I know of.
Abe nods to the group of you. Sorry,
Yep,
Ahmed. That
someone
was
put a heel check on me. Quick.
that's pretty funny.
Now.
Abe nods to all of you. He doesn't question why you're here. Camuswald, we'll see you now. And Abe just clumps into the room. I don't know if you guys are barging in on their meeting or not. Oh, are you here to see just some functionary? Are you here to see Camuswald?
We are.
Yes.
I shall tell him that you're here. And he gives the page or whatever gives Zyra a curious look.
Tell him the Shadow Witch is here.
Immediately.
Okay. Pretty soon you are interrupting Abe's meeting as Camuswald has left his seat and he's practically running out of the hall to go and see Zyra. Zyra! Oh,
Camus.
my dear, you've returned. It is a joyous day, joyous day. Please excuse me, Abacus. I don't know if you've met. This is Zyra. She has been in the field for an awfully long time. Look at you. You haven't aged a day.
I had a run-in with a Medusa. It helps stay off old age, I suppose.
Medusa, so you were petrified. Oh, that makes much more sense now from all the prophecies that we've been trying to divine as to your location. Where were you? Did you find the stolen scroll?
She'll nod.
That is good, but we may not have time. A lot of time has gone by, and that is precisely what we want to figure out, is how much time do we all have?
How is your Khophranian these days?
Khophranian is a bit rusty, but it may do. Oh, Bassie will be so pleased to know that her scroll has been found.
Is Bassie in Terraslene?
Of course. She is not as her diggings into the things that go bump beyond the night have not been kind to her mind.
She is a strong woman. She has been handling those things for years.
Yes,
Century.
Boy, go and tell Bassie that that Zyra has returned. And Paige nods and goes scurrying off. Let's see. Abacus, could we reschedule this to another time? He nods. I look forward to speaking to you about matters of state and magecraft. Very well. Clops out of the room. Good evening, is what he says to the rest of you.
Good evening.
Renee will nod.
Place the scroll. Oh, it is old. It is. Let us see here. Yes. Yes. This scroll is from a builder. You see, the Khophranians, long ago, they may have very well invented building this elaborate grave sites for their rulers. The Khophranian pharaohs were very powerful, as were many of their priests, almost considered quasi-deific themselves in their time. Well, their empire is long gone, but what is left are all these wonderful tombs and monuments, and, it makes sense that the Order of Fossors was established originally in Khophrania. Pendle actually said good evening and is following Abe.
Is Khophrania on this world, or is it another world?
Khophrania is on this continent. It is far to the east. There was a time when their empires or their vassal states might have spanned both the continents. Much of their wealth has been plundered by those that came after. However, there are still some places, and he issues at the scroll, where they have been untouched by time. Time. Yes, time. Time. Oh. We did not know what this was until it was stolen. At least, the importance of it. There was an old Khophranian noble who delved into things that are of great importance to...
Zyra's gonna start illustrating the description using shadow illusions.
Okay.
Trying to help the storytelling.
Where to begin? Yes. A long forgotten tomb lay beneath the sands. The ruler that was placed inside is thought to be one of the few, the lucky or dreadful few, that owned something of great importance to us all. Very little is known about these artifacts. We scholars have simply called them the Doomsday Clocks.
What do you mean, Doomsday Clock?
They were crafted long ago, and they've been slowly, ever so slowly, over the millennia and centuries and decades and months and days, counting down. We have references to them and several other books, but we believe that this noble Tular Seft held one of these Doomsday Clocks.
Is it something you can hold, or is it more like one of the edge staff?
It is not well described. To hold one would gain all sorts of attention, but these clocks span back millennia. It is said that the dragons themselves may have peered into them to wonder what happens when they finally reach zero. Know that the Imperium is also interested in these things. Such artifacts are worth studying, and it's also inexplicably tied to fell forces. There are certain groups, and he glances to Zyra, and she knows who she's talking about. The Philomath Mystics would be very interested in something like this.
Mm-hmm.
There are certain groups, some of them opposed, that would gain quite a lot of prestige and power should they unravel the magics that were put into such a device. Imagine foretelling the end of all things, perhaps even more than this world. There are dark forces that also speak of powers that the holder of the Doomsday Clock could command.
Are they clear on the causality in there?
What do you
time
mean?
end because the clock runs out, or does the clock predict when time ends?
Given that none of our scholars have actually first-hand studied one, it is an excellent question. Of course, you would have to be outside of the observation field to run such an experiment. I suppose if great events happened and fortuitously we gained more time, that would be good. There were several accounts, but the calculations we would have to redo. Calendars have not stayed the same. But the scroll, details from the builder, yes. Where his tomb is located. If our enemies know what is in this scroll, tell me.
How far is the tomb?
Khophranian is several thousand miles away. I hate to ask you of this as you've been gone for so long, but Arlen, Zyra, our enemies tried to steal the scroll out from underneath us. The same enemies that are now threatening the north. We cannot let them get the clock. I would, with the power as custodian of Citadel by the Lake would pay or some brave folk to venture to this tomb.
Okay, I just lost Marty. No, there he is.
I lost that sentence. I didn't lose Marty completely.
I would very much pay and fund an expedition to the tomb of... I just said his name.
Does this say sort of in a practical sense where it is, or do we have to sort of take it by some odd set of landmarks on there?
There are some odd landmarks, but if we interpret this and use our knowledge of the geographic region, I'm sure we can narrow it down. Tulasef's tomb. Yes, we'll have Bassi read through this as well. Khophranian is much better than mine. But we knew the day would you come home with the scroll, we knew. Now, of course, I did recently speak to Duncan, and he is also concerned that there are creatures of shadow that have stolen something called the Cradle of Shadows. This, too, if it is truly the Cradle, is what Dracia Umbravilda used long ago to turn elven nobles into creatures of power and darkness.
Does it serve any other purpose?
It is a different thing, but perhaps from a similar age to that of the Doomsday Clock. It is the catalyst for change in things, and may very well been part of a toolbox for gods when they created races of men and creatures. The purpose, I don't know the original purpose, but I know what such a weapon can do. We must not let our enemies have this.
Alright, so, I am trying to come up with a way to say, so, which one of these problems is a CR12 problem? Which one of these problems is a CR10 problem? Yeah.
Here's my recommendation. Perhaps, seeing as you're already on the case, as the humans say, Arlen, you and yours should track down the cradle. Aunt Zyra, myself, and the rest of our little band will head east on this expedition. After we pick up Grizaak, I suspect we'll need one, Grizaak.
Might I suggest a slightly different tact, Zita? Traveling east, they can use teleportation magics for us to arrive there when needed. We should head to the Shadow Plane.
What awaits us there, Aunt?
Hopefully contacts that we can use to track down the cradle.
I do not possess those magics.
Understand this, Arlen. If we acquire the cradle, we will not give it to the Duke.
No. I would not see the cradle in the hands of the Duke. From what Duncan has said, it has changed his personality quite for the worse.
This isn't the first time this has happened. Duke Caramel, because that same thing has happened to him. Takes possession of the cradle, will be another monster.